Today we are in Woking in Surrey and we are in the grounds of this beautiful home. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking you through this outdoor kitchen and pergola that we have just completed. I'm going to be talking you through the whole process from start to finish. So when we first arrived here, none of this grass was here. So this is a new build home. It's just been built. All the patio and everything had just been put down. None of this lawn area or this grass here had been seeded yet. That's all been done recently. So this was all dirt. None of this patio here was there. Everything was dirt. It was pretty much a building site. So the customer had their own contractors that came in and laid this porcelain tile patio down here. So that's like a dark grey colour. These porcelain tiles are probably 600 by 900 wide. They're done in a brick effect. They look really, really good. Porcelain tiles are brilliant for outside and for patios and things like that. So the first thing that we did was to come in here. Once the patio was down, we came in and we put up this pergola here. So this pergola, if you want to come and have a look, this is about 7.2 meters long by 3.6 meters wide. It's an anthracite color. You've got two different sections, so each section is about 3.6 meters wide. So each section is 3.6 by 3.6, same again there. So that gives you plenty of space in there to put the kitchen, and then plenty of space over here to put maybe like a dining table or some sofas or a hot tub or something like that. All of these, every single section of this pergola has what we call a deluxe blind. So this comes down like this. It can stop at any section, it can stop halfway, it can go all the way down. When it goes to the bottom, it has a little clip at the bottom, and so it will stay at the bottom. When you push the clip in, it releases it, and that will then go all the way back up to the top and stay up there. So in the winter, you can shut this down. It's going to keep it completely waterproof. So these blinds, they will keep the water out and they'll give you some shade. They will stop a fair amount of wind, but they will still let a breeze through. So this is an amazing pergola. You can see also, if you want to come up underneath here, where this one, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different roof sections here. So what we've got, if you want to come and have a look, actually come and have a look at this one. This would be easy. If you come in here, look, Jess, you can see up from underneath here. So up here, look, we've got this little, this ringlet here. So you've got a hook and a thing there. You turn it like that, you spin it, like that, and you can see that the slats open right up now. That's going to let all the sun in there. If you want a bit of shade, you literally just turn it the other way and then shut them down. So you can have partial shade, whole shade, partial sun or full sun, depending on where the sun is and how you want to be. Likewise with the blinds, you know, if the sun's just getting lower, you can pull it down slightly just to give you a bit of shade. The customer is also talking about building a fire pit out in this section here with perhaps some seating around it, nice little fire pit. And then I think behind here, they've got one of those swimming pools, the ones that they fire jets at you and you can swim in. So that's going to be really exciting to see once that's been put in. So I'll talk you through the kitchen now and how we built that. So this is a concrete block construction. We built it directly off the porcelain tiles. We know that this is on a solid base. It'll take the weight. It'll be perfectly fine for it. So we've got a concrete block in a U shape here. One of the requirements was to have like a bar, a socializing area, which we've got here. What we've done actually here is we've used split face tiles. Now you might have seen these on some of our other jobs. These tiles are about 200 mil high. They're about 400 mil wide. They're in like a little Z shape, and you can click them together and they tile on. It gives a really, really nice effect. So you can see here what we've done is we've got the kitchen section over here that comes along like that, and then along the middle here we've literally got a 4-inch concrete block wall that goes along like that, and then another section here. This is just a concrete block wall there, tiled both sides, and what that's done is now allowed us to have seating on this side and that side. So you've got, I think it's about 300 mil. I think this is about 700 mil overall with 100 mil concrete block in between. You've got 300 mil, so you can keep your bar stools underneath there. It's going to keep them out of the way. But then once you've made all your food, everything can be put here, and you can have, well, comfortably 6, or you probably have 8 at a squeeze either side of there. So that's really cool, really, really cool. I like that. Coming over to here, you've just got some triple drawers. Now these are purely for storage. You know, you can keep your utensils and things in there, and then like all your other bits and pieces in those two there. Over here, we've got a pull-out bin drawer. So that is purely a drawer, and then you would just go onto Amazon or somewhere like that, buy yourself a bin, the biggest one that you can get, and put it in there. That's really, really handy to have. Coming to here, we've got the Gozney Dome. So I have done a video review of one of these in our showroom. I'll leave a link to it up there or in the description below. If you want to go and have a look at that, if you're interested in getting one, if you're interested in getting a pizza oven, go and check that out. It's an amazing oven. And so this is wood, and it's gas fueled, so it's a hybrid. So what we've done here, which is actually a first, is we've created this area here which the customer can fill up with logs, which not only can they use in the pizza oven, it actually looks really, really good. So I love putting the pizza ovens in the corner, log store underneath. It's a real focal point for the kitchen. If you want to come follow me behind here, what we've done, we've got the hose here, the gas hose comes along here. We've put a 25 mil hole in the top of the worktop there. And what we've done down here is just put another stainless steel cupboard, and the gas for the Gozney is in there. So you don't have to, it's not taking up any space inside the kitchen, but you can still access the gas very, very easily. It's worth noting as well, behind here, if you want to come have a quick look around here, we lift that up. If you look down there, you can see at the bottom, just there, we've put a brick vent in there, and we've done the same down there where the barbecue is. So where we've got the 2 gas bottles, one for the barbecue and one for the Gozney, we've got ventilation bricks down there, so if there's ever a leak or anything, it's got somewhere to get out. Coming along to here, you've got a Beefeater stainless steel single fridge. So that's really important, you know, keeping all your drinks out here, your food cool when you're cooking, especially when you've got like a bar area like this and you don't want to keep traipsing in and out of the house. It's great to have somewhere where you can keep all your drinks cold. Here we have the Napoleon Prestige Pro 665 barbecue. It's a gas grill, it's 7 burners. We put lots of these in our kitchens. They're incredible barbecues. They come with rotisseries. They've got back burners. They've got a smoker tray. They've got the 5 main burners, warming rack, interior lights. These lights all light up when you come near it. It's got a sensor underneath it, so when you come near it, everything lights up and it sparks into action. Everything is, the customers are away at the moment actually, so all of the power and everything is turned off. But all the power is underneath here. So underneath here we've got these double stainless steel doors, and what Vitas has done actually, which is very, very clever, when you are using these split face tiles, they're not straight, okay? So you could have like a 20 mil difference in some of them like that. If you tiled up to your opening and then put the doors on afterwards, you're going to get, I mean, look at this little section here, you're going to get gaps everywhere, and it's really, really difficult to do. So what he's done here is he has, once the blockwork has been fitted, he's fitted the door to the blockwork, and then he's tiled up to it. These doors are about 20 mil thick, so he's tiled, it just gives a much, much nicer finish. Looking inside here, so obviously you've got your gas tank there, which is connected to barbecue, that feeds it. And what the customer had their own electrician, so there you've got a consumer unit. So behind us over there is a shed, which has got another consumer. They've run a brand new feed. You can see the armoured cable coming up into here. So we've got a consumer unit here. From there, we've got another armoured cable that's going to run over to where the swimming pool is over there to power that. So this is your main electrical hub for the whole outdoor kitchen area, and you can see we've got a socket there, a double socket. So we've got one socket that powers the barbecue and one that powers the fridge. So this is where all of your utilities come into the kitchen, and from here they can spur off for lights and heaters and all the other bits and pieces. So finally, we've got the worktops. So this is called Dekton Danae, D-A-N-A-E. I think that's how you say it, Danae. So this is a beautiful, it's like a creamy color. It's got little sort of patterns and things like that. It's very, almost like sandy. But the one brilliant thing about this is that it's 30mm thick. Decton is normally 20mm thick. I think Decton now, or Costantino now, have a press or a cutter that can make their products 30mm thick. So that's a real bonus. It does make a difference when it's thicker and a bit chunkier. It just looks a lot better. It feels more sturdy and robust. But this color also, it works really well with the split face tiles and with the porcelain tiles underneath there. I think the whole look of this kitchen is brilliant. It actually matches, you know, the color of the dome and the Decton as well. Is very, very close. So all in all, this is just a phenomenal kitchen. Lots of things to cook on. You've got the big barbecue, you've got the pizza oven, you've got this amazing social space here. You've got space over there for your sofas, your table and chairs, and anything else that you want to put there. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and you like this kitchen. If you want to see another one like this, I'll leave a link to another one up here, a similar one. Go over there and get some inspiration if you're looking for a kitchen. We have Instagram and we have Facebook as well. So if you want to see what we're currently up to, head over there and give us a follow. We try and post on there 2-3 times a week with regular updates on stories and things like that. So thanks very much for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.